Hi, I'm Ruth Balser. Thank you for coming to my home today. Here we are in the south side of Newton on Audubon Drive, where I've lived for the last 35 years. I've lived here pretty much all of my adult life. I grew up, though, in New York City, in Queens. My parents were New York City public school teachers. I grew up in a neighborhood called Jamaica, and went to Jamaica High School and went on to college in upstate New York. But right after I graduated college, I moved here to Massachusetts, and I've been living in Newton since 1975. I had heard of Newton, when I was growing up in New York, and it may be because my parents were school teachers, but I had heard there was a place called Newton, Massachusetts that had the best schools in the country. It's a beautiful community. I loved, that we have such wonderful parks, open spaces, the trees. I love the outdoors. And so to be in an urban environment that also has a feeling, an outdoors feeling, I think that meant a lot to me. Well, I have two sons who are now grown up. Jonah just turned 30 last week. My baby turned 30. And he's a graduate student in New York. He's getting a PhD in philosophy. My younger son, Micah, is 27 years old. He too is getting a PhD. He lives in Austin, Texas, and he's getting a PhD in cognitive psychology. I have to say my favorite thing to do has to do with the outdoors. I love to hike. I love to walk. In the winter, I love to put snowshoes on when we have enough snow. To get out into the woods. Getting out in the woods in the snow is great. Getting out into the woods in the summer is great. Actually, the one thing about this campaign that's difficult is I haven't had as much time this summer as I usually enjoy to get out and hike in the woods and go swimming. Well, here we are in my family room. I guess this is the place that I hang out in the most, and when my kids are home, this is where they hang out, where we hang out together. My kids were very impressed that I treated myself to a big screen TV. They said, oh, you never do stuff like that, but that was fun. One of the other things I really like to do a lot is travel. And the room is decorated by things that I've bought on trips with my kids. There's a picture from Jamaica. Not the Jamaica I grew up in. I grew up in Jamaica, Queens. But my kids and I once went to Jamaica, and we bought a painting there. I want to be mayor because I really do love this city, and I know that the city needs new, strong leadership. And I've been so devoted to Newton, 8 years as an alderman, 10.5 years as a state legislator. I've gotten a lot done for Newton, and I feel like I could be the person who could bring people together to solve our problems and make sure that Newton stays the great place that we all love. I'm Ruth Balser. I hope you come out and vote for me on September 15th in the preliminary election. I love this city. I have loved serving it, first as an alderman, now as a state representative. I would like the opportunity to lead the city as its mayor, and I hope you'll vote for me on September 15th.